Hi, welcome back. In this vlog, I will be talking about the details about the new recovery benefits which just received the Royal Assent on October 2, 2020. So with that news, they said that the Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit or the CRSB and the Canada Recovery Caregiving Benefit will be open for application on October 5, 2020, which is tomorrow, and the Canada Recovery Benefit will be open for application on October 12, 2020. Also, in this vlog, I will be also answering questions about from subscribers and later on the vlog. So I'm Honey, by the way. If you're just new here, I've been vlogging about the benefits we are getting in Canada during the pandemic. If you want to know how to apply for EI and how to open your CRA account, MSCA account, and other vlogs that I think or I hope will be helpful for you while living in Canada. So I just want to itemize again what the benefits are, especially for the ones that are open for application tomorrow, so you will be more aware of if for your eligibility. So for the Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit, they now provided more details about how much you are actually going to get. You will just be receiving $450 per week. So it is you are actually getting $500, but they will be withholding 10% tax. So what you will be receiving is only $450 in your bank or in your check. So but that doesn't mean that because they already withheld the tax that you won't be paying any tax at the end of the year. It will still depend on how much you are earning for this year. So when you file your personal income tax, you may or may not be paying more taxes. So CRA will give you T4A for the benefits, for the recovery benefits that we are receiving, because this is considered as income. For the CRSB, you can only apply for a 1 week period. So every week you have to reapply. So you have to assess every week if you fall under the eligibility of that benefit, which that is if you are sick with the COVID-19 or you are advised to self-isolate or you have an underlying health condition that puts you at greater risk of getting COVID-19. So just make sure you also did not apply for the CRB, CRCB, the short-term disability benefits, and the workers' compensation benefits, and the employment insurance benefits, and the Quebec parental insurance plan. You reside in Canada, which you don't have to be a permanent resident or a citizen of Canada. You are present in Canada when you are for the periods that we are applying for. You are at least 15 years old, you have a valid SIN number, and that you have earned at least $5,000 in 2019 or 2020 or in the past 12 months before your application, which the sources could be your employment income, your self-employment income, or your maternity and parental benefits from EI. And you are not receiving paid leave from your employer for the same period. So those are the eligibility, and it's $450 per week. And if you have more questions, please call CRA. The number is 1-833-966-2099. For more questions, they are open from Mondays to Fridays at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And for the Canada Recovery Caregiving Benefit, by the way, the Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit, you are only entitled to it for 2 weeks. So from September 27 to September 25, 2021, you can only apply for this twice. 2 weeks only. So it doesn't have to be consecutive, but the maximum weeks that you can apply for this is only 2 weeks. Now, for the Canada Recovery Caregiving Benefit, it was supposed to be $500, but now they will withheld tax again, 10% tax, so it's going to be $450 per week. So same thing, this will be considered as an income, so you may have to pay taxes at the end of the year depending on how much you will be earning this year, and then you will also get a T4A from CRA. So for this Canada Recovery Caregiving Benefit, you will be entitled to 26 weeks, and the weeks that you will be applying for, or the periods that you will be applying for, will be in the website. So you will just have to choose which week you will be applying for, and it will be from September 27, 2020 to September 25, 2021. So for these benefits, the CRSB and the CRCB, one of the eligibility requirements is that you missed 50% of your scheduled work week. So at least 50% of your scheduled work week. And then you have earned $5,000 in 2019 or in the past 12 months before your application. You are also residing in Canada, you are taking care of a child or someone sick or a member of the family because the care facility is closed due to COVID-19. So, and also you are not applying for any of the other benefits, which is CRSB, CRB, the EI, workers' compensation, short-term disability, and the Quebec Parental Insurance Plan. And also, for this CRCB, only one person in the household can apply for this benefit. And if you are doubtful about your eligibility, please call them, CRA, so that you will be sure whether or not you are eligible for this benefit. There is now a penalty for fraudulent application, so please make sure that when you apply for these benefits, you are actually that you actually are eligible for these benefits. Now, the Canada Recovery Benefit will be open for application on October 12, 2020. And same thing, they also lowered not lowered really, but they will also withheld 10% tax. So then you will only be getting $450. By the way, for the CRCB and the CRSB, you have to apply every week that you feel you are eligible for these benefits. For the Canada Recovery Benefit, it's a 2-week period. So you have to apply for a 2-week period each time. The first period that you can apply for is from September 27 to October 10, which you can apply for on October 12, 2020. So you will have to assess whether you met all the qualifications from September 27 to October 10 before you can apply for these benefits. This benefit will be paid retroactively. So this benefit will be paid in respect to the 2 previous weeks that you are applying for. Unlike the CERB, where you will get the benefits now for the 2-week period in advance. So the eligibility for this CRB is that during the period you're applying for, you were not working for reasons related to COVID-19. You have to met all these conditions, by the way. So, or you had a 50% reduction in your average weekly income compared to the previous year due to COVID-19. So how to calculate the 50% reduction of income? So example is, if you've earned $26,000 in the past 12 months or in 2019, so for me personally, I would consider the greatest income. So I would consider my 2019 income, because that would be the year where I earned the most rather than the 12 months period, because from September 27, 2019 to now, it is definitely lesser because I wasn't able to work from March till June. So I would consider my 2019 income as my basis for my calculation on this one. So if for example, you earn 26,000 in 2019, you divide that into 52 weeks, which would then be $500 per week. So your earning was $500 per week in 2019. Now, to get the 50% reduction, so you just divide it into 2. So then, meaning 50% of your average weekly earning is $250. So if you will be earning more than $250, you are earning more than $250 right now. So you will not qualify for the CRB, because that is one of the eligibility requirements. You have to have lost 50% of your average weekly earnings. So there had been a lot of questions about this in the past, saying, can I earn while on CRB? And previously it says, even if you're earning more than 1,000, you can still get the CRB. You just have to make sure that when you reach 38, you do not go beyond 38,000, because once you go beyond 38,000, you have to repay 50 cents per dollar that is over the 38,000. But with this current development, then I guess you cannot earn more than your 50% of your average weekly earnings. So that will set a limit that will be different for everyone because we all have different earnings on 2019 or on the past 12 months, whichever will be higher for you. What is included in this income that you are supposed to be calculating from? So it will be for the self-employment, this is your revenue minus any expenses incurred to earn the self-employment revenue. And then for employment, this will be self-employment income includes, among other things, tips you may earn while working, non-eligible dividends, honoraria, royalties. And it does not include the pensions, the student loans and bursaries, the maternity and parental benefits from EI or similar QPIP benefits, and any Canada COVID-19 emergency or recovery benefits. So you did not apply for or receive any of the following, which is the CRSB, CRCB, short-term disability benefits, workers' compensation benefits, employment insurance, and the Quebec parental insurance plan, and you were not eligible for the EI benefits. And you reside in Canada, but you don't have to be a permanent resident or a citizen of Canada. You are present in Canada, you are at least 15 years old, and you have a valid social insurance number. You earned at least $5,000 before deductions in 2019, 2020, or in the 12 months before the date you apply for any of the following sources: employment income, self-employment income, maternity and parental benefits from EI or similar QPIP benefits. So what counts towards 5,000? So all employment or self-employment income including tips, non-eligible dividends, honoraria, and royalties. But disability benefits, student loans, bursaries, and scholarship. And what does not count as income is the disability benefits, student loans, bursaries, or scholarships, pension income, amounts from other COVID-19 benefits. And one of the most important qualification is that you did not quit your job or reduced your hours voluntarily. So there is now a penalty if you voluntarily quit your job on or before after September 27, 2020. You will not be eligible to the CRB. And I think they also have a penalty for refusing to work. You will lose 5 periods or 10 weeks of the CRB eligibility periods, and you must also wait 5 periods before you can reapply. If you refuse to work again, you will face the penalty again. So you were seeking work during the period, either as an employee or in self-employment, and provincial course exemption. If you attended a course, program, or training referred to you by a provincial government or provincial body during the 2-week period, you may be eligible for the CRB if you also met all the other eligibility criteria. You may work while receiving the CRB. You may earn employment or self-employment income while you receive the CRB. You will have to reimburse 50 cents for every dollar of net income you earn above 38,000 on your income tax return for that year, 2020 or 2021. You will not have to pay back more than your benefit amount of that year. The periods you can apply for are here. So the first period will be September 27 to October 10, 2020, and the next periods are also in the system over here. I will show you this one so that you can check it out yourself. You have to apply every 2 weeks. You may apply for benefits retroactively for any period up to 60 days after that period has ended. So the 13 periods on this CRB does not have to be taken consecutively. So again, if you have more questions about this for your specific case, please call CRA at the number 1-833-966-2099 so that you will be guided accordingly and so that you will not make a mistake, because the penalty now is, I think, enforced for those who will be applying for these benefits in fraud. So that is the biggest change I have so far on these benefits, or the the details about the changes. So right now I will be answering some of the questions that I have received. And first question is from RuthCS. Thank you so much for information. It's really helpful. I just have one question. I hope you could answer it. The official Canada website shows, and also you clarified that for those who apply through Service Canada, in most cases they don't need to apply for EI benefits, but in specific cases like SIN starts with a 9, which is my case, we do. My doubt is, can I apply for EI benefits right now or wait for a notification from mail if I don't qualify? What should I do? Thanks for your help. I appreciate. Thank you, Ruth, for leaving a comment. So, there are some exemptions to from transitioning to EI. If your SIN number starts with 9, if you're self-employed, and also if you declare that you return to work full-time while you are on your CERB CRB period. So you have to reapply in the Services Canada. So for Ruth, it doesn't really say that because you have a SIN number that starts with 9, you will probably disqualify. You just have to start another application. Whereas for the rest of us whose SIN numbers doesn't start with 9, we'll just continue submitting our bi-weekly report. But on your case, you just have to submit another EI application. And I would suggest not waiting for the mail. I suggest you just go ahead, do your application now. Services Canada will look into it anyways, and if they feel that you don't qualify, they will call you or they will notify you in the email. So just go ahead, submit your application now. And then another question is from JohnMyUsername. Your vlogs are very helpful. Thank you. Do I need to apply for EI after my CERB ended? And when can I apply? So for EI application open since September 27. So if you are getting your benefits from Services Canada, you don't have to do anything unless you fall under the exemptions. You just keep submitting your bi-weekly report, and then if you're getting your benefits from CRA, then you have to start an application in the Services Canada. I guess that's it. I do actually have one more question regarding she went back to school, she said, but she applied for EI and then started her full-time study program in college. I don't think, this is just my understanding of the benefits, I don't think you will then be entitled to EI because losing your job or even the reduction in the hours that you are working wasn't really because of the COVID-19 anymore. It was more of because you want to go back to school. So I don't know. I would suggest if you can just call Services Canada just to be clear about it, because if in case you are not really eligible for these benefits, then you have to repay it at the end of the year, and that might be a lot to repay at one time. So please call them. But my guess is because you went back to school, and also part of the benefits of the eligibility for EI is really that you are available and is looking for a job. So by being in school, unless maybe like normally, even if you are at school, you are still looking for a job and you are still willing to work while you are at school, then I guess you still are eligible for EI. But I'm not really very sure about this, so please call them so that you will be guided accordingly. So that is it for today. By the way, thank you so much for subscribing and thank you so much for watching. In the future, we will be vlogging more about living in Canada. So I hope you will still follow us on that journey. And yeah, thank you for everything. Be safe.